Alright, I guess let's get going. I mean, hey, Inkling said he's last, and I think he's right. I think he's right. I think he was the last one. No one else is joining, so, you know, I think he's right. Alright, I guess let's get going. So, I think we're pretty much ready. For a quick review, this is our army at this point. You know, no, we can't give him a javelin. All the other chatters are sacrificed to get Athena. You know what? That's pin-worthy. Why did YouTube change the streamer name backdrop to white background black letters instead of the old gray? What do you mean? I'm not sure I've seen that before. That's... yeah, I haven't seen that. Let me see. Yeah, so this is what we're going with. Yeah. So, this one has a bit of a rough start. Most of these maps do have like a bit of a rough start, but they get much easier later on. Chapter 5 just sucks. Chapter 5 just sucks. I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, let's get going. Assuming... we probably want you somewhere around here. It was one worth making after all. Rizu sacrificing everyone so that we can have Athena. No deaths yet. So far, no. But I probably will draw first blood this stream. It's very likely. Because the thing is, Chapter 4, yeah, I might, like, I would say there's like a 60% chance I could get through it with no death. But Chapter 5, there's like a 10% chance I get away with no death. Because Chapter 5 is just so horribly designed for Hard 5 that you pretty much have to sack someone to get away. You'll see later what I mean, but like, yes, there probably is a way. I don't know if it's consistent, but I don't think I know of a consistent way to do Chapter 5 with 0 deaths. What did I just hear about Athena? We sacrificed all of chat to get Athena. That's what you heard. See, look at Cord. Cord's so good, man. Look at this guy. Okay, why are my animations off? Oh, right, because we're fighting the boss, that's why. Can we set up a kill? Ah, wow, that kind of sucks. Yes, we can set up a kill. Because I want Darius to get a kill. Assuming we don't get a crit or something, which would be kind of dumb. Okay. Alright, Darius become... armor, I don't know. Come on, hit him. Good. That should be a level on Darius, I think. Yes. One defense? Yes, good. Okay, so he got defense, it's good. He's gonna need a lot more where that came from, though. He's still not really that tanky. He's still not that tanky. We also want him to get some luck. Because 3 luck means he's gonna face crit from, like, everything. There'll be a harden clause where you must have hardened alive. No, I don't think I'll do that. I will try to keep him alive. But harden is just not that good in hard 5. No, none of the cabs are really that good. But I will try my best to use him. Okay, what are we gonna do here? So these guys, I feel like you can make this map really easy or really hard depending on how you pull these guys. And the problem is, how you pull them is kind of dependent on how you guys have been leveling, unfortunately. At least, I mean, I don't know. Someone who's played this game more than I have maybe knows a way to do this more efficiently on hard 5. This is okay. Oh, you're in a restaurant. Okay. I have to time out every chatter every past 15. Yes, I'm sure there's so many. How's the run bit? Well, I mean, not much has changed since I started stream, since I've only moved. I think Darwin's just got a level, but that's about it. He did get defense, fortunately. He did get defense, which is nice. So like I said, these guys are kind of annoying. Because they all just kind of move in a squad, and there's 5 of them, and you can't really interface things in Shadow Dragon. So that's kind of rough. Yeah, so 19 damage per hit, and he has 7 defense. So we do live. Getting 2 hits. Getting hit twice, we do live. Being a bad unit in this run. How the tables have turned, yeah. You can ban the chat if the death counter goes to 20. It would just be funny. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Okay. There's a bit of a problem here, right? So these guys got 10 speed. We have 13, meaning we don't double. So yeah, we live 2 hits here, but the problem is he's not gonna double, so most likely, unless he crits the first guy, he's just gonna not do much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can maybe fish for a crit. The more guys we can kill faster, the better. You really can't go wrong with killing them faster. In fact, it's probably optimal to go kill them as fast as possible. But of course, that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up with Ogma immediately attacking. Like I said, I don't expect a crit. A crit would be great. It's gonna make things a lot easier. But I can't expect much. I mean, hey, best case scenario, we actually land 2 crits, and we just kill 2 of those guys immediately. That would be amazing. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I really doubt it. It could happen, but I really, really, really doubt it. And we want probably Jagan to go up here, because we want to take care of, want to try to take care of this archer. Yeah. So we want to take care of the, or not archer, hunter, whatever. No deaths yet? Yet. Keyword being yet. This map I could lose someone. The next map I almost certainly will lose someone. Like, very likely. I could just time out the last chatter every time someone dies for like 10 seconds. Probably not happening though. Nah. Should lose somebody on turn 1 player phase to satisfy our attention spans. Oh yeah, I forget you guys are Zoomers, so you have like no attention span. Nice reassurance, yeah, I know, right? Alright, so if we can get a crit, that'd be amazing. Yes, okay, that's good. If we could get another one, that'd be even better. Even 1 crit is great. We did a dodge. Okay, so you know what? We did pretty well here. Okay, Millennial. I mean, I'm technically a Zoomer. I'm not... Zoomers are like 2 categories, right? You got old Zoomers... you got the ones that have like freaking no attention span and just have freaking like, okay, why do people say that? Why do people even associate the freaking skibbity toilet thing? Why do people associate that with Gen Alpha? Like, I don't. How many Gen Alphas are actually like online? They're too young to really use like messaging and stuff like that. Like, it's just a bunch of like mentally retarded Zoomers, like young Zoomers. They're like, oh, look at me, I'm so quirky with my toilet thing that's apparently associated with like 5-year-olds. But even though I'm like 17, I'm posting about it. I'm like, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. You don't identify as Zoomer, then you're admitting you're a millennial. They're 14. Gen Alpha? I think Gen Alpha at oldest is 12, right? I thought they were at oldest 12. Look how Grandpa hates on the future generations. It only gets worse. It only gets worse. As time goes on, it only gets worse. It never gets better. Okay, we could probably kill him. Is legendary. What are we talking about again? Come on, Reza, you're older than me. You should have a better attention span. Alright, so technically if he does miss, he could actually just die on player phase, or not player phase. Phase. Okay, I'm not that bad at the game. I'm not that bad at the game where he just dies on player phase. Okay, good. So yeah, the thing is, this Steve you want to kill very quickly because he will go try to take over the Merrick village and you don't want that. Okay, so next order of business. Okay, so what we want to do, this would be exponentially harder if that other guy didn't get crit. So I am thankful for that, because sometimes you just have to deal with like all 5 of these units within like 2 turns, and you just cannot do that. So I'm glad that we at least got one of them out of the way. It's not me, therefore it's not Gen Z. That's 6 move. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go camp out right on that tile. Right here. Killing Edge equipped. Let's go. Might have touched? No, it's the children who are wrong. They are. They are wrong. I mean, if you're laughing at a thing called Skibbity Toilet, I think you're far gone. More far gone than I am senile. Then again, you also have people like Proctor that probably laugh at it despite being like 3 years younger than me. And laugh at it unironically. Not ironically, but unironically find it funny. Even though there's nothing funny about it. Wait a sec. Did I screw this up? I don't think I did. Hey, Gerudo King. Okay. Let's get over here. Very nice. Okay, good. Just in range of this guy, not really in range of anyone else. Okay, that's exactly what I want. I realistically could probably be in range of these 2 guys, but eh. That is true, sadly. Yeah. Speaking of bad memes, I don't think there's been any good memes in a good while. What happens when you let them take over? They can't meme, and so all the memes around nowadays are just dumb garbage that isn't remotely funny. If we crit, that'd be great. Although even if we don't, I think it's okay. Yeah, that gets rid of him. That's nice. I'm liking how many crits I'm getting here because these are actually useful crits. These are crits when I actually need them. Unlike us adults who only laugh at the most sophisticated jokes. Yeah, obviously. Wait a sec, you just said Gen Alpha is 14. Wait, so Ares is Gen Alpha? No way. No way, man. He's not Gen Alpha, there's no way. When was the last good meme, actually? I can't remember. That highbrow humor like Diaper Man. Diaper Man, okay. Get out of here, thief. Okay, so yeah, that's part of the... That's like a third of the battle right there. Not half the battle, it's like a third of the battle. I know you're just like, but those are just 2 units. Yeah, I know. But, well, who cares with the hunter? But the thief is a big problem. The other third of the battle is these stooges right here, which should not be as bad as it can be. Sometimes it can be really bad because you have to deal with like 5 guys at once. That's really nasty when that happens. Yeah, I don't know a reliable way to narrow them down before you get to this point. Because the thing is, you don't have much time. These calves are all charging at you. Local Millennial has forgotten all about Gondawara. No, I remember him. How could I forget about Gondawara? It was like the best quest in Kiwami 2. Well, besides the cabaret. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Oh, we can just box this guy in. I think. Let's start out with Cord. Cord gonna be good as always, you know, that's just what Cord is. Cord is just good. Well, he's actually more than good. I mean, look at this. See, Gordon could never. Like, look at what Gordon's gonna do. Good friggin' Gordon. 8 damage. He has to use this crappy steel bow and have, like, no accuracy to go do the same amount of damage that he could do with an iron. And look, in a few levels, this guy will actually get enough speed to the point that he'll just double everything. And then he'll be doing, like, 3 times as much damage as Gordon's doing. Cording out. Cord, like, look, man. This is the Cord shilling stream, man. I shill Cord like crazy. He's just that good. I don't know what to tell you. He's just that good. The Gondawara quest is the best quest in the entire Yakuza series. You know what? Fair enough. I can't argue. I can't argue with that. Let's see. Oh, that does perfect damage. How about Ogma? Does Ogma do it? Oh, he does. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. We can do that. Give him another level, I suppose. You know, that's actually not too bad. Getting defense on Ogma is really good. So the quest in 8 and 9 could crawl faster? So they could crawl faster, okay. Not so that they could run, or so that they could walk, but just so they could crawl faster. Was a rapier called the... Okay, then I guess we have similar minds, huh? I guess we have a similar mindset. Gordon just gets doubled, so that's kind of bad. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Wow, great level, Gordon. Amazing level, Gordon. 10 out of 10. Although chat calling on Unison to remove the Iron Rapier. Well, you see, Gerudo King, that was probably his second option. That was probably his second idea. It was either name it that or name it something racist. Yeah, but you two were the only ones that actually said that, so that meant 100% of the vote. All of chat. Does King get doubled? Oh, okay, never mind. By the hunter, yes, but by the other guy, no. Oh, come on, Sheeta. You could do better than that. Come on, Sheeta, you can do better than that. Wait, did she double this guy? It's kind of tempting, not gonna lie. It's kind of tempting, not gonna lie. Yeah, if we can... Because I think it's easier to kill the hunter right now. Get him out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill the fighter, but we can definitely kill the hunter. Yeah, this is a little tight, isn't it? Racism is too big for that little space. That's kind of true, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna quite do this. 12 plus... Wait, if we do a steel axe, 12 plus 18... 12 plus... Oh, yeah, this could work. This could work. It could. I'm not saying it will work. I'm saying it could work. Okay, I think it's gonna work. As long as we use the classic sword. The sword that everyone voted on. Alright, Marth level, what's he gonna get? Why is this Marth so cracked, man? Camaro, why is my Marth so cracked? Like, he has not gotten a single bad level. He's gotten 2 out of 3 points of defense. I think he's gotten speed on almost every level. Which is called the Raper, obviously. Okay. So now we can deal with these guys. One thing I gotta remember, this jerk has an armor slayer. This guy is trying to do Marth does crack. He does now. He does now, apparently. Kaga wills it. I've literally lost my Daros before with a stupid armor slayer. I hate that guy so much. I hate him with a burning passion. He sucks. He deserves to die. Okay. So. Okay. What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So you want to go right where he is. Probably put Marth there. This reminds me of when we were doing the presentation with the data analyst of the survey. The data had 3 clusters, and one was basically you liking the commercial. So no one else liked the commercial besides me? I'm not sure. Wait, is that what you're saying? Is that no one besides me liked the commercial? So we're just gonna get someone to... Oh, wow. Huh. No one else thought it was funny? Dang. No one else thought it was funny. I'm the only one who has a sense of humor, I guess. I'm the only one that thinks things are funny, apparently. I'm the only one that can laugh at things like that. So none of your classmates thought it was funny. Not a single one. Not one of them thought, wow, this is actually kind of funny. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's funny. You know, I think Camaro was right about Chile. It's people can't laugh at anything. Not a single one thought it was even remotely funny, dang. I see now why you don't like Chileans. Oh, crap, I forgot. These guys are in range. Yeah, let's get them out of there. I do not want to bait them. Not with this squad, now. Not with this squad. No, that's a disaster waiting to happen. That is a death waiting to happen. That is easily preventable. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, don't do that. Don't freaking throw him that way. What a jerk. Wait, is that Mathis? I swear it's Math. Okay, no, it's just some random bozo. Oh, they're like, oh, I see this guy over here. No, you don't. You don't see anything. You're blind. Mathis needs to die for Horus. I mean, Mathis isn't really that good now, is he? You gonna try to get the guidance chapters? No. No. You, like, I think it's genuinely easier to lose the run than to actually get the guidance in an Ironman. I think it is actually easier to lose the run, like get Marth killed, than it is to lose everyone but Marth. I genuinely believe that. Oh, okay, that explains a lot, actually. That explains a lot. Okay, so this guy's a jerk. I hate this guy. Then challenge yourself. I think hard 5 already is pretty challenging, not gonna lie. I don't think I'll need much of a challenge. Hunting Jig and Javelin? Yeah, probably. I could probably figure it out, to be honest. It's not that hard. What? I freaking love the AI. Oh, I'm gonna go throw myself over here and make it harder for you to go recruit me. Fortunately, this guy is, like, really incompetent, so... Actually, if anything, he's more likely to get himself killed because he's just that stupid. Like, he's more likely to die than actually contribute. Although I could just leave Gordon here so that he can just go for Gordon. If Horus... Thanks, Gordon. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks a lot. I'll show you what a real bow user looks like. There you go. If Horus doesn't kill Medie's challenge invalid. Well, guess this challenge is invalid then. Because I'm not getting him. I'm sorry, I'm not getting him. Oh, he's on an alt. He's on an alt. Oh, that's a very dead Cav. I mean, he deserves it. He's got an armor slayer. Alright. Barst? Oh, crap. This guy's a sword. I don't like that. Does this guy do 9 damage to me? I doubt it. 11 minus... Yeah, this is not gonna do enough. We kill him with... Come on, Daros. Why are you so weak? Why are you so weak? I bet you Cord can kill this guy. Oh, no. Okay, he sets up a kill. Cord once again being based. Cord being based as usual. Cord being based as always. Okay. Okay. Does he double Gordon? No, he doesn't. We also probably want to heal Sheeta, just because, you know, that's probably a good idea. Well, that's convenient timing, I suppose. You know, ironically, I did have a feminist professor for English, but she was actually like one of the rare ones that could kind of keep it to herself. she was one of those that could actually keep it to herself and not really factor it into like her actual grading of you. Okay. See, here's the thing, Mathis might just go and lodge himself on the Reaper. Because I could fully see that his AI is kind of stupid. That's funny. It is, but like she actually did, surprisingly. Like I said, surprisingly she did. I mean, it was hard to believe, I agree. Alright, let's just go throw crap at this guy. Unfortunately, it doesn't do enough. If this guy doesn't... If I didn't face crit, I'd just go Silver Lance him twice. But unfortunately, you know, he's kind of fruity, so he's gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, this guy's kind of close. I mean, not really, but, you know. And then we gotta get Lena here somehow. I don't freaking know how we're gonna do that. I don't know how we're gonna do... He doesn't one round. No, he does not one round. There's no way he's gonna one round. Yeah, he's just gonna go attack Lena because he's an idiot. Like, genuinely, he's just freaking stupid, so... Bro, you literally walked past her, idiot. You literally walked past her, Mathis. Mathis is so stupid, man. How in the world does Mathis even... How does bro even freaking live? I don't understand. How does bro live? How does bro sleep at night? Of course. Of course, we're gonna make things as hard as possible for no reason. You know what? I'm very tempted to just say, whatever happens, happens. If he dies to a crit, he dies to a crit, man. I don't really care at this point. You hurt the Vulnera, he needs to die. Yeah, if you hurt the Vulnera, you deserve to die. He's still stronger than Astrum. You're probably right, yeah. Okay. Will Abel be able to survive? He should be able to. He doesn't get doubled. Okay. So that's the worst part of this map done. Well, except for that one stupid Cav that's, you know, got mental issues. Yeah, so that's... What's he even got to say? I'm a retard. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what he says. Because their strategy is sound. I don't get it. Like, how is it sound? Like, he's literally looking for his sister, and then he just goes past her and ignores her. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Good riddance. Don't come back. And guess who was there? Men? Like, what? What kind of question is that? I went to the men's bathroom and guess who was there? Men? I don't know. is the strongest man in Arcanine who just so happens to struggle with a mother and daughter. You'd be correct. Well, that's not a man. That's not a man. Those aren't men. Do people just ignore bathroom signs now? Like, I can maybe understand the logic if it was like a father and his daughter. I could maybe understand that, but like, why is a mother and her daughter in the men's restroom? That doesn't make sense. Like when you're a kid, you know, and you're with a parent, that parent will take you to their restroom, which makes sense. Like, yeah, my mom would take me into the women's restroom when I was a kid. When I was like 4 or 5 years old, yes. But why is a grown woman and her daughter in a men's restroom? I don't understand. I guess the daughter was a training, right? How old was the poor creature? I do have to wonder what sort of logic she was using. This in Indian restaurants have double standards with the restrooms. I wouldn't know. I usually don't go to restaurant bathrooms anyway, regardless of ethnicity. In their defense, men's restrooms are cleaner from what I hear. Yeah, that's what I've been told. I'd assume being fatherless is a correlation with transsexualism. You're probably right, but was around 4 to 6 years old. See, like I said, if this was the dad, I could like, okay, I could see this, but it's like, this is the mom. Why is the mom taking her into the... Oh, right, I forgot that he lives in New York, so yeah, that's probably a thing. And her father was with it. Well, what? What? Can they not split up for like 5 minutes? Like, I don't understand the logic in that. Or why couldn't the father just take her? It's not a whole family affair to go to a bathroom, jeez. Oh, he was in the... Well, why couldn't he just take her? Why couldn't he just take her? Like, this story makes less sense the more I hear. The more details I hear, the less sense it makes. The more I hear the story, the less it makes sense. Why didn't you just take her to the... Why didn't you just take her to the women's restroom? That doesn't make any sense. I question the man's taste in the women. Did she know she was like... Did she just take her daughter on accident to the men's restroom? Like, I don't understand. I could... Maybe if she just, like, mistook it, but, like, I don't know, if I was a woman and I took my daughter into a man's restroom, and I saw... Because, I mean, if you were there, then she probably saw you. And she would have been like, okay, wait, hold on. I'm not supposed to go in here, am I? Like having no rights. Maybe so, yeah. It's New York, nothing makes sense in that state. Yeah, you're right. We don't have that stuff over here. We don't do that. We don't do that kind of thing over here. I think we should try to heal our healer. Or not. Well, our healers don't need healing. It's everyone else that needs healing. I have no idea what you're yapping about. So Aries said that apparently he saw a woman with her daughter in the men's restroom at the restaurant he's at, which just doesn't make any sense. No words on how stupid this story ended up goes. Yeah, like I said, it gets dumber the more that you learn about it. Like, it just makes less and less sense. Because get this, her father, the girl's father, was also in that restaurant. Like, he could have just went and took her instead, and nothing would be weird about that. I know some people are like, oh, well, you can't take your, this guy can't take his daughter into the men's bed. It's like, if they're a little kid, like, if it's a little kid, under the age of like 8 or so, I'd say it's fine. Like, but like, that just doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, I don't understand it. Also, I gotta say, what is it with prunes wanting to go into women's bathrooms? Back at one of my old jobs, if I didn't usually have to do this, but if I had the morning shift, whoever had the morning shift as a cashier had to go and work. They had to go do hazmat in the restrooms. I don't. What is it with prunes wanting to go into women's restrooms? Like, there's nothing special about it. I don't get it. Because even the manager, like you said earlier, Grudo King, even the manager, who was also a guy, had said, yeah, the women's restrooms tend to be a little bit messier. Now, in my experience, like I said, it was only like 2 or 3 times I had to do it. But in my experience, neither restroom was ever really that messy. Fortunately, I never really had to deal with that. But, like I said, that was also only like 2 or 3 times, so, that's not enough to really say on average what it's like. Although I did see something pretty cursed in a restroom, and that was a freaking dead wasp, so, I don't really want to go to a restroom where there's just a freaking wasp in there. Like, that's not exactly something I want to see. Let's go heal Abel. And Abel's only level 2. Alright, Luna's first level. What's she gonna get? Not great. Magic would be nice. She really is just kind of Ellen, isn't she? She kind of is just Ellen. Now, I don't know what her magic growth is. It's probably lower than Ellen's. I don't remember, how do I I wouldn't mind people seeing a wasp corpse, but if it's inside a building, that's not good. No, it's not. Like, yeah, if it's on the sidewalk, okay, who cares? Like, if it's on the sidewalk outside, that's one thing. As the Hispanic population rises, your restrooms will get messier. Elena's 50%, yeah, she started with 50% curse, and no one likes those. No one likes the 2% curse. Well, I mean, that's tough luck, Grudo King. He's in New York. You gotta remember that. Finding a woman with brain cells in New York, that's gonna be hard. Curse you, Ray. This is why I didn't draft Ray. This is why I didn't draft Ray. Okay. Archers. I never said he should look for a wife in New York. Yeah, but, I mean, right now, that's his only option. I mean, I know he's not an adult, but... he would have to go elsewhere in order to do that, or whenever that time comes. Okay. Let's see. We got this guy right here. Okay. Can we throw Doga in there? He's only got 3 luck. I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, Cord can do it. Cord can do it. Surprise to no one, Cord can get the job done. Surprise to literally no one. So, day of the wedding, the way the bride appears in the aisle with the resounding, I'm walking here! Oh, God. Yeah, no, honestly, I cannot stand New York accents on women. It just sounds so awful. Call it hypocritical or whatever you want to say, but, like, it does not sound remotely feminine. It just sounds awful on women. It sounds kind of funny on guys, but it sounds absolutely terrible on women. It does not sound remotely attractive. It's not a remotely attractive accent. What are we looking at here? Right, Cord. They overlap? I think they can, but they won't. They can, but they won't. Okay. Okay. Iron Sword. Or have this man set up a kill. How much does Daros do? 7. Okay, so in other words, we do need Ogma's expertise in chipping things down. Really, game? I just said I needed to chip down, and then the game's like, nope, you're gonna get a crit. Screw you, you're gonna get a crit. You're not allowed to have fun. Okay, we need to stay out of the horse's range. You mentioned Conquest and Rev, but not Birthright? Where's the Birthright? Oh, never mind, I see it. Okay, never mind, it was in Chimera's comment, okay. You are forgiven. You are forgiven. I love trying to set up kills in the game besides steal it. Oh, and of course, it's always on a guy who's like really over-leveled. It's like, it's never someone who actually needs it. Yeah, my goal is to at least get Daros up to maybe like level 6. But on this map, maybe, I doubt it, but possibly 7. Because you might be thinking, that's a little overkill, don't you think? Well, I need Daros to get that defense. The faster you can get his defense up, the better. Because remember, he's always going to get doubled, so he needs that defense to go really high. Really fast. Alright, time to get Merrick. So yeah, Merrick, he's good. I mean, he's a magic user in an Arcanea game. It's kind of hard to be bad. It's kind of hard to be bad when you're a mage, you know. It's just, like, you're in a Kaga game, you're a mage. I don't think I need to say anything else. Kind of hard to be bad in those. Now, dealing with the horsemen is kind of tricky because they're, well, they're really fast. So that's kind of annoying. With 4 fire tomes and having him grind on the boss. Yes, but I don't need to grind Merrick. Like I just said, Merrick is fine as is. The thing is, he's also not going to gain much magic typically. So if anything, I would say train Daros. Daros getting defense will be huge. Merrick getting a little bit, like 2 points of magic is not going to make a huge difference. He's still going to do about the same. I bet Merrick will die to something soon. You might be right, but I usually don't have my Merricks die that early. Unless you go to that one place that Camaro went to in Oklahoma, then it's not brown. Okay, that's not too bad. But I usually like giving the armor kill to Merrick. Merrick and Daros, I guess. Well, actually, first we need to actually bait out these idiots. Because those guys are going to cause a lot of trouble if we don't. I forgot how to pull them properly. There's a way to do it. There's a way you can do it that's actually really good. The pro is they're doubling everything. Besides, like, Ogma. Dagdal will become 100% brown when Camaro chooses the Theodore now. Bro is not living that one down, is he? Bro is not living that one down. Bro is not living the Theodore choice down. Oh, a huge part of my racism from going to Oklahoma. Bro goes to Oklahoma, becomes really racist. Okay. See, he does face that low percent crit, and that's really unfortunate. I mean, yeah, you know, when he's taking very little damage, it doesn't mean a ton, but it will stack up. So you really want it to be 0 times 2, not 2 times 2. As the king of the white boys, I'll take this as a win for my people. And that one guy from Echoes? What guy from Echoes? I don't know what you're talking about. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay. If we move over here and further, we can bait that guy out. That's what I'm seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just move over here. We especially get our flyers out. We do not want our flyers here. That is a suicide mission for them. Napoleon, Majima, and Luigi. That, you know, I didn't think they would make a strategist and name him Bonaparte. I didn't think they would be that on the nose. Fire Emblem names are not that on the nose. Like, they just made a military strategist and said, yeah, let's name him after freaking Napoleon. Grief? Yeah, no, I don't see that at all. I don't know where we came up with that idea. He does not look like Grief. Besides his skin being kind of dark, but there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters that have dark skin. Like, I don't see it. It's more like brown slate, if anything. Kinda, yeah. But you're kind of right, I think. To an odd extent, Chimera, I've noticed that some people that are like very different from you may actually treat you better than people that are more similar to you. My case in point, Europors treat me horribly. The Chinese, who I have no blood of, treat me actually very well. I don't know if that's the same thing you're talking about, but I mean, it doesn't really make much sense. Like, I am of European descent. Sure, that's not the majority of my blood, but I have European blood, and yet they treat me like crap. The Chinese, who I have a zero blood with, I don't look anything remotely Chinese, they actually treat me pretty well. Yeah, that's true. You tend to be nicer people in the country. That's very true. Okay, now we need to bait this guy out. I forgot. We actually have to bait him. We can't just sit there. He's got 14 speed. 14 speed. 15 attack. Yeah, so it's just gotta be Daros, I think. Daros just gotta pull. I should know I am one. Are we doing any unconventional class changes this run? Define unconventional. I mean, I'm doing Hunter Doga and Hunter Cord, but I don't know if you consider that unconventional. I'm doing Knight Daros. Like I said, I don't know what you would consider unconventional. Since reclassing is kind of the name of the game with Hard 5. So I'm just not really sure what you define as that. Met one nice girl in high school who immigrated from Jamaica. She's 5'8" or so, not an idiot, and overall someone who I consider a good friend. 5'8" is pretty tall, I'd say. 5'8" is pretty tall for a woman. Can we hit this guy? See, I don't want to get doubled, but I think Bars could take it. Bars is a tanky guy. He can take it. Doris Knight and Court Hunter are choices I haven't seen yet, so that'd qualify. Really? Because at least from what I've heard, a lot of people do Daros Knight, but then again, maybe it's only just from a little small circle that it could be the small circle that I know of. Yeah, let's go hit this guy. Okay. I have some other ideas for later in the game. Now, I've never tried before. That's decent. I'd like some speed, but I'm not gonna complain about strength and skill. What I was gonna say is one build I really want to do later on is if the run makes it to when you get the white wings, well, mostly Paula and Katria, I want to make one of them a archer, because if we were gonna make anyone a sniper, from what I understand, Paula and Katria make really good snipers. I probably won't make them both snipers, but I'll probably make one of them a sniper, because I think Katria as a sniper has like 70% speed growth. Sniper, a lot of the archers in this game don't have that good of growths. That's not true with the White Wings. The White Wings reclass into Archer are actually really good. The White Wings and Archer actually seem really solid. Oh, we can just choke this little area so that he can't go over that. Yeah, I might just do that. Let's see. There we go. Okay. That's not great because he's gonna get doubled. Actually, this Marth is so solid that he actually doesn't even get crit. Well, yeah, I hope he doesn't get crit, but he doesn't actually die to getting doubled. So you know what? I don't really care. If you don't die to getting doubled, then like that's fine with me, man. For ideal aspects of spouses, easy, not obese. Yeah. Yeah, no one's ever gonna ask for that. No way. No one's gonna ever say not obese. Being a sicko from the window in that one. What do you mean? Like the "Here's Johnny" meme, or like I don't. That's the only thing that comes to mind. I have no idea if that's what you're referring to or not. You're referring to something entirely different. I use Sheeta as an archer, and her speed really comes through after a few levels. Yeah, but the thing is, you also want an archer to actually have a strength stat, and that's one of the issues I have. Is that Sheeta just does not have strength. She might have higher strength as an archer than as a peg knight, but other thing is also the wing spear. I would not want to make Sheeta a class that doesn't have wing spear because she's the only one that can use it. So like you might as well make her something that uses lances. I don't know. Does she become a cav? Or am I thinking of FE12? I know in FE12 you have more options. I can't remember if she can become a cav or not. If she becomes a cav, then that'd be another good use. Taking a stand and saying something, I don't care if you're ugly as sin, or you try to murder me in my sleep. If you cook and cook good, you're golden. I'm being applauded. Yeah, because you said something that I feel like the thing is, you said something that people may consider controversial, but you stood your ground on that, and I think people respect that. Of course, around here, yeah, like in this community, like yeah, that's just kind of expected. She can be a paladin. Yeah, so I would say making her a paladin would be nice because she still gets wing spear. I would say in Sheeta's case, just whatever can use a wing spear. If she can use a wing spear, she's probably fine. If the class doesn't, then it's probably not a good fit for her. I think Paula may be a better sniper than Katria, because I think she would actually have... she probably has higher strength than Katria. But Katria will double everything. She has like a 70% speed growth. But she has, I think, she has like a 40% strength growth, so it's not bad either. It's like... For Shadow Dragon standards, 40% is actually not that bad. Like, you think it's like, it's not amazing. In Shadow Dragon, growths are really low. That's why I don't understand why people say that Rad's a meme, because Rad has like 40% in most everything, which is actually pretty good. Hey, Cross. She's got the 40%, no, sorry, Rad. Rad has got like 40% in most of his growth, so that's actually really good. That's really high for Shadow Dragon standards. Now, yeah, he does start out kind of weak, I will say. Like, his base is... And having E rank in swords does suck, but like I think Red kind of makes it worth it. He grows really fast. Give him like a sword forge, and he's gonna have an easy time. He loses the wing spear. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like the other peg knights, they don't have the wing spear, so it's like there's not much to lose by that. Now, some people might say like, oh well, you have the you have these other things, like you lose that on your land strength, but like I don't really care that much about that. It's like, what's going on? I'm doing Shatter Dragon is what's going on. Let's see here. I want to heal him just in case. Oh yeah, it is apparently. No, the thing is, Druid King, we don't have any standards for our women in the 21st century. We don't have any. It's the only remake where growths are lower than the original. That's like, yeah, I don't know about for others, but I do know that Marth's growths are lower. Because Marth has like a 50% strength growth in FE1. Like, his strength growth is actually pretty good. Wow. This is a really tanky Marth. This Marth has gotten all but like 1 point of defense so far, I think. Like, this is a really tanky Marth. Standards are food and fertility based. They cooked bad. They just couldn't cook. There's lunch also has no. I thought it mostly buffed growths. I thought it mostly buffed them. A lot of kids just got their growths nerfed. See, I know that about Shadow Dragon. I don't know that about. Okay, see, I want. I want Daros to get some EXP. And maybe Merrick get the killing blow. Remember what they took from Bowie? His pale complexion? They took his pale complexion away, I guess. The growth rates in Gaiden. Yeah, I swear that the Gaiden growth rates are even lower. Heston Cliff. Oh, let's see. 63 isn't hard to find, isn't stupid. Well, I don't know, man. Like I said, you live in New York, so you were watching one out. You were watching the very beginning. Well, that may explain things. Someone happened to be my type and met all those, I'd be happy. He has more speed but less HP. Does he now? Does he? And she still doesn't get magic. That's great. Saying isn't hard to find just makes me imagine he'd dump her if she beat him at hide and seek. Yeah, that's what he actually meant. She can't beat me at hide and seek. That's a massive red flag. She can beat me at hide and seek. It's freaking over, man. She can be perfect otherwise, but she can beat me at hide and seek. No, can't do that. Yeah, in Hard 5, yeah, the calves kind of suck. I don't know anyone in Hard 5 that's good. Maybe someone reclassed into Cav is good in Cav, but not any of the default Cavs. There's a lot less defense, and although he has other growths for buffed, they're too small to actually change any threshold. Wait, he was tankier in Gaiden? He was actually tankier in Gaiden. That's crazy. Well, I guess that might be why Belt is so sad. This is one good EXP for Daros, but also good weapon EXP for him. Okay. I'm a little concerned by the lack of luck, but I will gladly take defense. Defense and HP are also stats he really needs. So I'll take it. Maybe you should try out Gaiden? Maybe. Wait, did Belt hack your account again? Had a 40% defense growth in Gaiden? Bro is just magic boars, if you think about it. Bro just magic boars. Zabunga. Zimbabwe? Again. Yeah, wasn't there a time that we thought that Camaro got hacked or something? I don't know. No, he's not. He's not remotely bad in Chezalincha. Like if you think he's bad in Chezalincha, I think you just haven't been using him properly. But he's fantastic. In one of my last runs of it, I even did a challenge run of Chezalincha. He was one of my best units. He like when I needed someone to tank hits and have range attacks, he was always there. Yeah, all he needs is a bit of speed, and that's pretty easy to fix. How close is he to D rank? Yeah, he should get to D rank by this map. He should. Bowie always hydrates. What did Kaga mean by this? What did Kaga mean by this? I always wonder how he infiltrated the Mang's Empire. I have no idea. I still don't know. I don't know how he did it. I don't know. Alright, that might be enough taint. Yeah, that's enough taint. Okay. We can also train Doros against the, there's a healer here, right? You can go train against the healer. Do they really have statues of Sneedwing in the Mang's castle? Probably. It's just they're invisible. Giving quarter level might also be a good idea. I think it's kind of funny how Zimbabwe just showed up and then said nothing. Show up and stream, say nothing, refuse to elaborate, leave. It does, but it doesn't mean it's not true. I love how Bookworm just removed this map. Bookworm removed quite a few maps. It removed this, I think it removed Chapter 9, which I wish Hard 5 removed Chapter 9, because that map sucks so much. It removed the Wooden Cavalry map. It removed a few others. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But yeah, it's usually like the more annoying ones that just removed. Yeah, Bentheon has a really funny name. And we're gonna start chipping on him. Feed masses to Bentheon to balance justice in the world? Why though? Why though? Why would I do that? It's funny how they're bad in FE1 and FE11 for completely opposite reasons. It is kind of funny, like the thing is, in FE1, Wooden Cavalry is kind of just a joke. It's just a bunch of stationary enemies that are just like worse archers. Like imagine a bunch of archers that just have worse stats and they barely move. Whereas FE11 is just like, now imagine they all have like a million range and they all overlap. Okay, they don't all overlap with each other, but a lot of them do overlap. Yeah, no, it is awful. At Hard 5, Wooden Cavalry is really crap. It sucks. The last run I did of Hard 5, I actually lost on Wooden Cavalry because I never played it before in Hard 5, and yeah, it plays in a really weird way. I can't say I'm looking forward to it. I can't. I really can't say I'm looking forward to it. FE3 realized Wooden Cavalry would suck with Ballista as they currently are. Red Dragon didn't get the memo. No, it did. Well, it got the memo that it sucked as it currently was, but then made it equally bad by doing something else. I think the only good rendition of the map was Fatesified, honestly. I think Fates did it best. Because I don't think any other rendition of the map was remotely decent. The genius idea of combining Wooden Cavalry and Henri's Way? That sounds like a disaster. That sounds like a disaster. That sounds like a disaster. I'm just getting him to level 4. I'm not gonna go chip this guy down with Cord for the rest of eternity. And I'm also just gonna get Darius level 6, and then we'll go and just kill him with like Merrick or someone. I just like to even my guys out a little bit. Sue me. My daughter's birthday is the reason I just can't escape FE3. But I thought your daughter is frickin'... I thought your daughter is Selena. Or Severa. Oh, your computer died right there. Okay, I was kind of confused. Wow. Elliewood? Bro, you're not supposed to level like Elliewood. You're actually a good unit, unlike Elliewood. You're not supposed to level like him. Yeah, Darus, yeah, buddy, you should try a thing called leveling, block. Yeah, I don't really want him to die, so that kind of sucks. Let's see. Oh, it's tempting. Let's not be insulting. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's got issues, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. This is tough. Usually I can at least... Because I want to give it a level 6, but... This is really bad. Because he just runs a 1% chance of just dying. Do we risk him or do we not? I want him to get level 6. I don't know if greed is good here or greed is bad. I'm not sure. What is? I'll let chat decide. Do we risk him on one enemy phase to get that extra level? Is it worth it? The problem is he could just miss, in which case he just doesn't get anything. Besides like 1 EXP. He also gets his weapon rank up, so, you know, he'll actually be able to throw javelins. Which I wish he could do. Do it, coward. Kinda tempted. He's calling me a coward, so I gotta do it. He's calling me a coward, so I think I gotta do it, guys. It's just one NA phase. It's not gonna kill him. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Gotta be a man about it. Gotta put him in there. Trial by fire. Ah, that's what I feared. That sucks. He doesn't get the weapon rank, or oh no, he does get the weapon rank. Okay, perfect. That's all I need. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. All right. Where's my javelin? Give me my javelin. That's all I needed. Toxic masculinity wins again. That's healthy masculinity. Alright, come on, luck? That's not luck. But I guess you do need some strength. 14 offense is pretty solid at this point, I'd say. It's just, I want that luck so he stops facing crit from everything. His luck growth is actually pretty alright. I think it's like 40% or something. It's just he's not leveling it for some reason. Okay. I'm disappointed at Darvis either way. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Not quite there. Soon. Soon trademark. Not quite. Throw javelin. We can just get him down to 16, we can kill him. We just need to get him down to 16. Because I don't really want to waste Excalibur, because it's pretty valuable. Stop dodging. Stop dodging! You're not supposed to dodge. Dodging is illegal. Is rather... Look, man, I'm trying to chip the guy down! I'm trying to get him down so I don't waste Excaliburs. You call this taint? My guys are missing. What do you want me to do? Okay, now, how does it feel to miss? Huh? How does it feel to miss? Ask them politely to hit. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I ever think of that? Of course, we're just not quite getting there. Well, the boss isn't poorly designed. I agree, but I'm just having really bad luck here. I'm having, like, atrocious luck with this guy. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can actually beat him now. I'll watch it. I'm surprised he didn't miss. And we're still not at a level. What a cheapskate. Can anyone actually use the Rider's Bane? I think Harden can, but I don't have him yet, obviously. Cheetah can, but she just has a better version of it, so... Okay. Let's go heal Barst and be on our way. Magic! Let's go. Okay. Alright, so, new chapter, new forge. New chapter, new forge. Okay, so, who are we bringing with us? Probably not our cabs. Well, I might bring, like, one, but I'm not gonna bring all of them. Okay. I cannot bring both Kane and Abel. Abel probably can sit this one out. Can Abel not use it? No. I haven't been using my Abel that much. I think the... Is the Rider's Bane not C? I think it's C, right? We're gonna use Merrick, because Merrick has merit. There were some ET weapons. We're gonna have only one healer here. Not that I really want to have only one healer here, but... Also, Jagan's gonna sit this one out. Jagan's gonna sit this out. Having two archers is a good idea. Yeah, this is roughly what we're gonna have. Bringing a hammer is also a good idea. It's worth more than vulnerary. Well, there's a lot of flyers on this map, and just chip damage in general is really good. I mean, look, man, I wish I was able to feel those guys too, because I don't really want to be stuck with the Suck Squad, plus Harden. But that's what I'm stuck with. Let me show you what the pegs are like on this map. Yeah! Look at this! Level 1, 30 HP Pegasus, 13 speed, 7 strength. Like, these guys are what FE7 pegs wish they were. This is what FE7 pegs wish they were. They wish they were like that. The hammer belongs to board. Okay. Okay, Ness. Okay, Ness. Try to keep yourself alive. Well, keeping myself alive isn't that hard of a thing to do. Keeping his entire squad alive, that's like near impossible, I feel like. I'm sure that's a strat out there, but they're not scary. Well, yeah, one of them by themselves is not that scary. But when they start attacking you, when like all the other guys are attacking you and they're flying across the bridge that you're trying to choke, yeah, no, that suddenly becomes an issue. You know what I like to do? I don't like to have 2 bow units. Well, I guess I am feeling 2 bow units, but what I like to do is I like to forge a bow on this map. I like to forge a bow. Master Roshi. Roshi's freaking dying, buddy. Roshi's freaking dying. He's like the He's the sacrificial pawn. We're gonna buy another bow. We're gonna give it to Cord. It's gonna be a special bow. And we're going to go forge it. Alright, guys, what are we making the bow into? What are we naming the bow? Just huddle in the bottom and charge towards them. Huddle in the bottom and charge, but they spawn out flyers really quickly. Give the Barca Devil Axe. That's a great way to lose one of my best units. If you huddle in the bottom, I don't think that's true. I don't agree with that. 'Cause I've tried doing that before. It doesn't work. Yeah, forging one of these is a pretty good idea, I think. They're also pretty cheap. Like, look at this. This is actually pretty cheap. Heck, why not go with this? Like, a forged bow is actually really cheap. Alright, guys, what are we naming the iron bow? Forged iron bow. What are we naming it? Searching someone saying you have a skill issue in the near future. You aren't as aggressive with your main squad? Well, yeah, because you're still going to deal with a good few units on the main squad. That's the problem. You still have to deal with a lot there. Gun? Just call it a gun. Mario Party 2? Come on, guys. Why am I calling it the Mario Party 2? No fly zone? Okay, I like no fly zone. I like fly swatter. I don't know why. No fly zone's great. No fly zone is amazing. Big Iron? I know Davis named his that. I don't get the reference. Like, I was like, what is Big Iron? I don't know what Big Iron is. No fly zone. No. Okay, I need to go and delete one of the spaces. No fly zone. The no-fly bow. The no-fly bone. Forging a bow and not the wing spear? I mean, I've considered it, but I think it's just that I don't really need that to be forged. But a bow being like, there's so many annoying flyers in Hard 5 that I would like to be able to. Because the thing, you're not one-shotting these pegs with a bow. You're not. And I find those, like, I would rather just kill them in one shot. You'll have 10 times as much fun, by the way. You know, I've actually never tried Hard 5 with actually using them. I've never actually done that. I've only attempted without them. Okay. I've never gone through it, but I've had a fair bit of fun, so. Let's see what we got. He's bait because if Sheeta dies, all the money goes out the window. Green Casual not so great in Ironman. Yeah. I'd forge the rapier instead. And I think that's better, because you're always gonna have Marth. You're always gonna have Marth. You're never not gonna have Marth. Hey Mario. You got the egg virus and you're late. Base not using Wolfgar. Might give him another lance. I don't know. Can we use steel? Well, I don't even have any steel, so it doesn't really matter. How's the run been going? It's actually going pretty alright. Now, that's probably going to change here, because... Yeah, no, it probably is. Oh yeah, we can go buy a fire tome. Oh, that's a good idea. No, not a sword. I don't need a sword. In that case, it's not much of a waste. It's not as much as a waste to kill Roger with Sheeta. I mean, it's not as much of a waste, but wing spears are still valuable. Like, I don't understand the logic behind that. It's like, why would I waste a wing spear on a guy that, like, I'm not... Like, it's not hard to kill Roger. It's not. You could just use a fire tome and kill him, and those are way more expendable than wing spears. And anyone can use those. No, I'm not. I'm not going to use them. I mean, unless I actually have to. Like, if they're really... If I'm down to, like, my last 3 units, and those are 2 of them, then yeah, I guess I will, but... Once reclassed... Probably, yeah, maybe as reclassed, but in armor, I know he is not. He's not good. He's maybe a little bit better than Doga, but, like, that's about it. Mario's Toxic Streamer art coming soon. Just need to find a Wario hat. Isn't worthy of a wing spear kill? No, he's not. That EXP can go to... You keep coping about Roshi, it's not gonna happen. Keep coping about Roshi, it's just not happening. Why aren't you using either? Because they're kind of busted. That's why. I might give you the steel bow. I don't expect to get much out of the steel bow, but hey, you know, it's worth a shot. You can easily cap luck and use Devil Sword. Roger? Oh yeah, I guess Roger does have really high luck growth, doesn't he? So yeah, I mean, I suppose I could see the fun in that, but I'm not sure if I... It's clear, there is no such thing as a Roshi run. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where you get Wendell. Wendell is amazing. Wendell, like, I used to be like, I don't get why do people glaze Wendell? And then I realized you can make him a sniper that doubles everything. After this chapter. Yeah. He kind of breaks the next... Okay, let me put it to you this way. Wendell, reclassing a sniper, is pretty much just better George. But you get him like 5 chapters earlier. 4 chapters earlier. I want that... Let that sink in. He's just better George and you get him earlier. His hat is cool. True, his hat is cool. This is a fair point. You can also give Wendell the Excalibur tome. That's true, but I don't find him really... I don't usually... Since I usually use him as a sniper, I'd rather just give Merrick the Excalibur tome. Now, if Merrick dies, then yeah, sure, give Wendell it, but it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, Wendell's like the actual Jagan of the game. Because Jagan kind of sucks. Jagan is kind of not good. I don't use those expletives lightly around Wendell either. He's incredible. He is awesome. Like, I've had runs that were pretty scuffed, but I still had Wendell alive, and Wendell was kind of carrying the run. Like, I don't know, I've had Wendell just kind of be the guy keeping my army alive. Genuinely. He's just that good. Yeah, he's not really, like, some guy who can any phase for days on any phase, but he's so fast that even fast enemies are not going to double. He's the most deadly swordmaster. You give him a Forged Thunder Sword. Oh, I'd imagine so. You probably would be, yeah. Like, I could see that. I could certainly see that. But he's not winning any awards for his stats. He's not really that good in my experience. I've tried making him work, he just doesn't... He's good for, like, early game damage, with his Silver Lance, but that's just a Silver Lance. Like anyone with if anyone else had Silver Lance access to that point of the game, they'd probably outperform him. I want to be the Wendell. Okay. So, this side of the map is not too hard to deal with. This side of the map, keeping everyone alive, is on Nightmare mode. So, let me show you. Harden is like the only competent unit here. And the problem is he's equipped with a steel weapon, which is... Why? Why? Why does he have a steel weapon? We got Violent, who could be a good healer, because, you know, he has like a really high res growth, which is kind of nice. We got the number 1 sack. We got Wolf, we got Sedgar. They're kind of crap in Horsemen. Can't believe you modded a self-insert in this guy. I know, right? How terrible of me. How terrible of me. Yeah. So, I believe, like, both these calves and the flyer just, like, immediately charge you down, which is really annoying. And it's been a while since I've done the opening moves for this map, so I don't remember. Everyone to the bottom right of the little area is completely safe. I feel like I've tried that before and it doesn't work. Like, I think I've tried that and it did not work the way you're thinking it does. I really don't think it works that way. I really don't. I don't think it works like that. Because the thing is, like, if nothing else... I mean, look. This guy has a... Look, all they need to do... I don't remember for certain if all 3 of these guys go there. But I know there's a reinforcement or 2 that show up actually pretty early on. And... Look, all they have to do is just have, like, a Steel Lance go right here, a Javelin go right here, and the Flyer can go and attack you from here. Like... You can't escape them. You can't choke against them. If they all just had like one range weapons, yeah, I agree. But they don't, and that's the problem. And you can only get 2 guys here anyway. Because you have 5 units here. You can't protect all of them. You can't choke for all of them. It's not how it works. That's why I found the most efficient strategy is just throwing someone to the wolves. No pun intended, and getting everyone else out. It's not a good strategy, but it's the best one I've found so far. It's the best. Unfortunately, like, I think this map is just horribly designed for hard fight. I think this is like because look on the lower difficulties, Harden's squad can take care of the calves or whatever they're being thrown at. They can't handle it here. They barely don't get doubled. They don't have the defense to take the hits. And yeah, it's just awful. Like, even freaking like Wolf and Sedgar, they can't one-shot this peg. They can't one-shot the peg, despite having bows. Like I said, it just feels really horrible. Harden's army just freaking sucks in Hard 5. I don't know why. It's like they just didn't even try to go balance their stats or anything around it. They just kind of said, okay, we're gonna go buff the enemies and not account for the fact that Harden's army actually cannot withstand them. Okay. Let's see. So yeah. What I'm going to do is we're going to go and... we're going to try to pull this cab. I have a very hard disagree. Send me your save from this chapter. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I still have it. I can definitely save the wolf card. Does it work reliably though? Like, you might be able to do it once, but like, can you promise that it works every single time? Like, does it work 100% of the time? Assuming I move my guys in that way, will it work 100% of the time? Because that's what I'm looking for, is replicability. That's what I'm looking for, is like, if the orange decides to be weird or something like that, will they still do the same thing? I don't know. Because it's absolutely devastating if they don't do that. If they don't work the way horribly designed for Hard 5, it's almost as if it wasn't designed for Hard 5. Yeah, this map definitely was not designed for Hard 5. And they did not make the adjustments they needed to make for it. Hmm? Okay. I can't guarantee it on 0 or anything. It's definitely reliable. If you know what, you should be able to do it 100% of the time, provided you're fast enough. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know how fast is fast enough. So let's see, literally can one-shot any mages of the next chapter. That sounds about right. I'm not sure if he one-shots them, but he probably gets really close to it. I'm not 100% certain if he one-shots them, but I think he gets really close if he doesn't. But I could see that being the case. He might. Which is one thing he does have over the other cats, the fact that he can actually wield a Silver Lance. That is definitely something he does have. For sure. A cautious man is a man who loses an island. This is why I'm not being cautious here. Actually, I am being cautious, so I guess I'm gonna lose the island, apparently. Yeah, no, my Mars is like the secret tank of my army. I don't know why he's so tanky, but I mean, I'm not complaining. He's the second tankiest guy in my army next to frickin' Daros. And he doesn't get dulled by everything, so that's nice. Bro is... Wait. My lord is Boars. Boars is my lord. Belt, you gotta play Shadow Dragon now. Even Cavs are turn 10. They move... Like, enemies get to you really fast. I know it's before turn 10, I promise you that. Like, yeah, the main reinforcements, sure, they might show up at turn 10, but, like, that's when I should have the map done, because I do not want to deal with those the reinforcements are awful. Like, I agree, you gotta move fast on this map. You do have to move fast on this map, I won't argue with you on that, but I do it to avoid the reinforcements, because the reinforcements are freaking cancer. Millennial asks you to play Proto-Engage, but it's not Engage. Engage would not give you Boars, and I'm also not a Millennial. So I forget how to do this, but I think... I don't know exactly how they move. That's the problem. What I try to do is I try to kill, like, one of them. I don't remember which one. I think I try to kill one of the calves. And then I just have everyone else run off. I think that's what I do, but I'm not certain. I think I give one of them a, I think I give one of them, like, an Iron Lance. I might give Harden an Iron Lance, I don't remember. I don't remember for certain. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I sort of like every run I do, they move in a different way, which kind of makes it a little tricky. The thing is, if they just decide to move down here, we're kind of screwed. Which I don't think they're gonna do, but if they do... Don't use the warp staff. For... Like, how would... What do you mean? In what way would you use it? That Marth's personal sword is homosexual. Yeah, it is. You're right. Homo sword. 8 speed versus 10. Hold on. 20 minus 6. Yeah, because I don't know how steel weapons work in terms of attack speed deduction in this game, so I'm just gonna not do that. We're gonna try to hug this little area for right now, and then once these guys come to pass, because I would like my main squad to deal with these guys, but of course we need to deal with this squad first. The Gatey Blade. The Gatey Blade. I guess so, but the thing is, even effective weapons don't usually, like, they're not, like, certain to kill things. That's kind of my issue. You should play FE6. You always should be playing FE6. Okay, is there any difference here? Okay, they're just the same guys, pretty much. Pretty much the same guy, so. Okay. Okay. That might just be a Sheeta kill at this point, which is good. Oh, of course. Of course. What did Ray do? I think he got his other units killed and died himself, so. Oh, that's a kill. How nice. Are you gonna play Majora's Mask base? Alright, Mix or so, what's he gonna get? I mean, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not fantastic, but it's alright. Okay. Why's my healer so far away, man? What's she doing over here? Yeah, so I guess to give you an idea, Zabami, I usually try to get most of these guys to go and attack my main army, because they can actually fight. Like, they've... You know, they got the effective weapons, they got the bows, like, they got the stuff. That's what I like to do. Building a single unit to the left to bait. That might be it, just I'm not sure exactly when they decide that. I'm not sure when they start to decide, okay, well, it's better to do that. Let's see. Actually, I should have moved Sheeta over to a different tile. I think it would have been more effective to do a bit further north. Okay. It's about what you'd expect. Let's take a look here. He killed Zeiss? Oh, that's rough. Wait, who killed Zeiss? Oh, you're Berserk Ray? I'm telling you, 16X sucks. 16X is awful. 16x is freaking terrible, man. He keeps doing it. That's why you get your... That's why you... Okay, I don't know where exactly on 16x you are, but if you're on the staircase, like at the very beginning of the map, keep someone in his range and move everyone else out. Keep someone in his range that won't die. Probably like a healer that has like a bunch of res. In my case, I had Andrew do it because Andrew had a lot of res, and I buried him up. (21 minus 7), that's 14. He has that high of magic? Does he actually have that high of magic? Does he really? I find that a little hard to believe. Your mages, your healers just have like no res, or he's just magic blessed. I don't know. Like, yeah, I made a deliberate attempt to not let Lena get berserk because I knew that she'd just freaking nuke everything. So I let him instead berserk. I think my... Who did he berserk? He berserked one of my magic users. I think he berserked the... Sophia was dead, so I think it would have been Ellen. I think Ellen got berserked? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I think my Ellen got berserked. She only had like 14 magic, so she wasn't really that scary. And I just left Andrew in range so that he just soak up her attacks. Okay. And then we'll do this. Nice. Nice. That is like nothing, but okay. Why do they feel so out of place? Like, the damage, like, look at the damage comparison. One does like 14 damage, and then my guy does 3. Yeah, that's just great, you know? I love doing 3 damage in retaliation. That's just so helpful. Doga could kill. That's nice. I do like Doga killing things. I'm a fan. I am certainly a fan. Yeah, this damage is a bit nasty, I would say. Spade the Berserkers with the Merlin, that's easy. Let me see. Do we want to give Barst the kill? It's a little dicey to give him the kill. Okay, let's go give it to, Cord. Let's give Mr. Cord the kill. Because he doesn't need training. He's got a kind of crap level, so... yeah, fix it up. We need to recruit Wendell pretty soon. Like, as in, right the frick now. Okay, let's get him. Alright, so that'll help a lot. Just having Wendell will help. I'm surprised he didn't double, because Wendell doubles everything. Isn't Excalibur effective against flyers? Yes, but so are bows. I mean, so are bows, so, you know. $13. I may have an idea. I may have an idea. We can hit the bigger rate. Nice. Okay. So now we just gotta deal with these guys. Although that is a bit of a hefty amount of enemies. Fortunately, it's the cat that can reach me. Unfortunately, it can reach me in a lot of places. And by a lot, I mean more than one. Because I don't really want to be attacked in more than one spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'd rather not, but... $21 minus 14. Probably has crit on me. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Okay. That's nice. That is nice. So he's gonna go for Marth, or he's gonna go for Doga? Or not Doga, he's gonna go for Daros. One of the two. Or he's gonna go for, actually, probably you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think you can go all the way here, though. I really don't. But just in case he can, we should probably try to block her off. Because you never know when he might. You can go for Cord, which I don't really like. I don't like that, but... Because he's gonna go for him. You freaking know he is. You know he is. So it's gonna be a little bit dicey trying to do that. This is also gonna suck. Because now I gotta do with this stupid archer here. I look at this, even Harden can't do much. Like, you have to have like 5 guys just go kill one random cav. And they barely do anything. Look at, like, they're so horribly balanced. Like, you thought that the early game was bad. This chapter, Harden's squad, they're like Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Like they do nothing. They don't do jack. And this guy's at a javelin, you can't even chip him down. Wants his boars back. Does the javelin weigh less than the steel bow? Because, like, he has only 3 attack speed higher than me, so I don't know why it weighs so much. We must retreat for now. This is like the only way I can think of to actually deal with this guy. Wait, does he? Oh, I guess the force doesn't slow. Okay, well that screws things up. That's nice. Not. Ah, he kills me. Yeah, the thieves are gonna run for that village, that's not good. Unless we can stop them. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do this turn. A lot. We have a lot of work to do this turn. This is definitely a rapier turn. This is 100% a rapier turn. This is like 500% a rapier turn. Alright, does the thunder double any of these guys? It doubles this guy. It does not double this guy. Something to think about, I suppose. Something to think about. I might just killing as this guy because I just need them out of the way. Actually, if we get rid of the cab, I'm able to get that guy. If I can get one of these guys. Okay. And the rapier is also very accurate, so they'll just get rid of him. That's good, because he's on a forest, and I don't like that. Not that. This. Oh, that's bad. That's freaking bad. No, 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 no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's nope, nope, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 no, no, no. Bad Marth, don't do that. That is not what I need right now. That is not freaking what I need. You're supposed to hit. You're not supposed to freaking miss like an idiot. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? You were supposed to hit him, and you were supposed to get rid of him, and you were supposed to make things so easy, and then you just missed at like the worst moment possible. That was a massive throw. I don't know why you did that. Oh, jeez. I needed Sheeta to get up here, but now she's got to go babysit this calf because her boyfriend can't do his job properly. What would you give to have the Rider's Bane be usable right now? I mean, Kane might be able to stop them, but the problem is he gets doubled, which is really stupid. I don't know why he gets doubled, it's just... He just freaking gets... You really had to ruin things, didn't you? You really just had to ruin things, didn't you? Couldn't just let me have nice things, could you? Well, let's go chip, I suppose. Watch him miss this, too. Okay, no, thank God. I hate to do this, but I might just have to go throw a wing spear on this guy. Could have made this a lot less messy, but no. This is the thing, I need to kill like all but one of these guys. And I don't think I can do that. I probably could have if Marth did his job properly, but... I probably could have if certain someone did his job when he needed to do his job. Yeah, this calf's gotta frickin' go, man. I don't like this, but I think we had to do it. I know you can bait the thieves away. I know you can. I just don't like relying on it because I feel like it's not really trustworthy if I can talk. Really? Ogma, what the frick, man? Ogma, what the heck? I need you. This is falling apart really fast. This is falling apart really fast. It's getting really bad in a hurry. This is getting really bad really fast. And there's not much I can do about it. There's not much. You guys better start cooking like really freaking hard. Like get it a low percent crit or something to make up for this. Or heck, Excalibur crit would be great. Excalibur hit I'd take. I'd take that. I'd take an Excalibur crit. Sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I think someone's gonna die here just because. Just had to go and miss, Marth. You just had to miss. You just had to freaking miss. It's just a funny idea you had. I wish I could rescue Mars. Just get him out of there. Make someone else able to go sit on that tile. That tile doesn't even give me defense. Are you kidding me? Yeah, someone's so freaking dead here. Someone is dead. I don't know who is dead, but someone's dead. I don't know who's dead. I hope it's not Marth, but someone's freaking dead. Unless I get something really miraculous on my face. Like dodging like an 80% or something weird like that. It's amazing how this turn went from like, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it, to, oh my god, what in the world did we just do? Like, freaking Wendell could die. I want you to realize that. Wendell could die. That's how bad. Okay, never mind. We can maybe fix this. We can maybe fix this, guys. We can maybe fix this one. We can maybe fix this. I'm not saying for certain we can fix this, but we might be able to fix this. If they both attack Wendell, that's bad. See, if they both attack Wendell, we just lose Wendell. Well, that's not cool. Like, hey, Ogma, if you want to get a crit, now would be the time to do it. Just like make up for Marth, please. Just freaking make up for his blunder. I'm begging you, please, game. Take some pity upon me, please. Please. Okay, good. But it still is not like guaranteed that we're gonna be fine. We're not guaranteed. We're probably gonna be okay, but then again, Marth's gonna get freaking doubled because this guy's way too fast. Is Bars gonna be okay? Never thought I'd be asking that, but he might actually not be. These are actually kind of scary. These are actually kind of scary. Yeah, no, I think someone's still dead. I don't know who it is, unless they just like both go for different targets. But yeah, someone's probably dead. Someone is probably dead. I hate to say it, but someone is probably dead. Unless Wendell wants to get like a 1% crit, someone's probably dead. Because I just don't see this being like fully safe from that. Now the no-fly zone could kill, and that's nice. That is nice. But you gotta remember all this crap, like this guy can just go for whoever he feels like. You gotta remember, he can just go for whoever the frick he feels like. Like, yeah, no-fly zone can kill, but he can just go kill Cord. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can freaking do about it. If the game just decides they want to kill me, then they can just kill me. That's... I don't know why these are so freaking strong. I don't know whose bright idea that was to make them so strong. But it just seems really stupid. It just seems incredibly dumb. I don't know why they need to make Steve so freaking strong. Yeah, I foresee a death. Now, honestly, at this rate, if they take the village, I would actually prefer that. Honestly, I'd prefer them to go after the village. Because I think I would rather them go for the village. If you're at this point on the map, no wonder you keep losing the... But it's on turn... What turn is it? I can't tell what turn it is. I don't know what turn it is. The problem is that the stupid thing doesn't tell you what turn it is. Okay, it's turn 4. I think it'll go for... No, it's not a red gem, it's the Dragonstone, right? I think it's the Dragonstone. Honestly, I would rather them go for that. Like, I know that, yeah, Bantu would be kind of nice, but like... I mean... I just got really screwed over by this turn. This turn really screwed me over. Marth had to miss an 80%, and that really cost me. My prediction was true. Yeah, unless he does something like really weird. Here's the problem. He either goes for the village and I lose the Dragonstone or whatever it's called. Or I lose, or he goes and attacks someone and it's gonna be Cord or it's gonna be Barst. Are they technically red gems? They kind of do look like them, but yeah, I think I just gotta hope that he goes for yeah, pretty much I just have to hope that he goes for the village. Because I would rather him go for the village than go and kill off Cord or Barst. Like either of those guys I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose either of them. So yeah, I would rather him just go for the village. If that's an option. Hopefully it is. Oh man. We could go and just try to kill him. I think at this point we could try to kill him. But we had to make sure like everything works out. And we're not doing any damage. We're not doing like any meaningful damage. That's the sucky thing about this guy having a javelin, is that you can't really do anything to him. I don't know why they decided to give him a javelin. Like, it's just, the guy's stats are way too high to fight. Well, I think someone's gonna die this map. Even if the Dragonstone... you do realize that him getting the Dragonstone pretty much means that Bantu is pretty much dead, because Bantu's just extra baggage. That's kind of what it means. That is kind of what it means. He's just there to recruit Tiki, which, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but, like, it is what it is. Yeah, he got the Dragonstone. Oh, well. Not much I can do about it. I mean, I could have done something about it, but someone thought it'd be funny to miss, so, you know, not much I can do. Not much I can do about it now. He's pretty tanky, but yeah, he's like Barth. Bro is like Barth and thinks... He can tank hits, but not reliably, because, of course, like Zabamis just said, he faces crit from, like, everything. And that's his problem. He faces crit from everything. He's not tanky enough that he can just kind of tank crits. He's still good. Like, if your Daro sucks or he dies or something, he's your next best tank. Firestone on death counter, pretty much. Pretty much. But I'd say it's better than having a death, I guess. Since it's not like Bantu is that good. And hey, look, I mean, if we can get through this map without dealing with the reinforcements, I'd consider that still a W. I mean, like, yeah, I would say it's a price worth paying. If we can do that. We throw a javelin, then definitely, but if you're going to use Nagi anyway, he's actually pretty good. You can... I would probably use Tiki. If I make it that far into the run, I'm probably going to use Tiki. And she doesn't require Firestone to work, so that's nice. Any deaths? No, but we did lose the Firestone. Somehow no. Yeah, somehow no. We lost a Firestone, but that's the closest to a casualty we've had. Do we sacrifice Harden? Why is Chad obsessed with sacrificing Harden? Like, you really think I'm gonna sacrifice Harden? Out of all these guys, you think I'm gonna sacrifice Harden? You think I'm gonna sacrifice my namesake? If anyone's getting sacked, like I said, it's gonna be one of these other guys. It's not gonna be Harden. I promise you that much. Means we're going the True Falchion. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it, honestly. I mean, you kind of need the Falchion. The Taint Gods? Nah. I'm just not going to use them. Just save us in chat. I'm not saving chat. Like someone earlier said, I'm sacrificing chat so I can get Athena. So yeah, no, you guys are first to go. Sorry. It was chat's idea. Chat's gonna get sacrificed. Ah, crap, I forgot about that archer. That archer's kind of a problem. Just kinda. Just kinda. I'm gonna throw him into the line of fire. They actually don't matter other than sometimes stopping you from getting stat screwed. Yeah, I don't think they're really that helpful. At least I don't find them to be. Welcome back, Ares. Yeah, I lost the Firestone, but it doesn't really matter that much. I wouldn't say it matters too much. Let's see, we're on turn... What are we on? Turn 6, I think? Yeah. So we want to go kill these guys pretty fast. We don't want to wait. We don't, like... On most maps, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to go get some EXP. No. We're not getting EXP. We're just getting the frick out of here. This map is not... The flyer spam is just not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't bother. There are better places to train. This is like the one of the worst places to stick around and train. It's just no, don't bother. Chapter 6 is a much better place to train, even though there's not really that many reinforcements. Chapter 7 is a much better place to train. Almost every map I can think of is a better place to train than here. Just don't, just freaking don't. It's not worth it. Just rush. Just cut your losses here. Get the frick out. Just get out. It's even more useless now. Yeah, true, but like I said, he's not a great tank because he faces crit. He's like Barth. Think of him like Barth. He's not like he faces crit for everything, so he risks just dying. Yeah, we're gonna get Harden out of here. Okay, I want to maybe pull like one of these guys. I guess I can't pull. Actually, no, I can. Arcanine FE6 ROM hack. Yeah, it felt kind of clunky. It felt pretty clunky, to be honest. We could throw Merrick in there. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. Throwing Merrick in there would not be a terrible idea, I think. Also, getting our ranged attackers ready for the next turn. Or Bonter the Infinite. Yeah, he was actually a really good tank. He was actually a really good tank. Honestly, I think he should have an Infinite Use Firestone in this game. But it's not like he's that good. So it's like, come on, man. Let me have my fun. See, Kaga would let you have an Infinite Use Firestone. Why can't we have it? Is bait? Really? You think using her as bait? I don't know, man. Like, imagine Bantu if he had growth. That's what Tiki is. So like losing out on Bantu being good is okay if I get better Bantu anyway. Like I don't really mind. The way I see it's like, hey, if I get better Bantu, it doesn't really matter. What? What? Are you... What? He gets doubled? A steel bow archer doubles him. Are you joking? How does he get doubled by a steel bow? Excuse me? How does he get doubled by a steel bow? Since freaking when? What? I thought he was the fast mage. What? How was he... What? How are you getting doubled by a steel bow? Just use Caesar? Well, he's not a mage. He's not replacing freaking Merrick. Yeah, I can't do this map deathless. It just wasn't the way I thought it was gonna be. He's pretty slow. I didn't think he was that slow. He's not fast enough. That's true, it's not. But I thought a steel bow would weigh him down a little bit more. Weigh down, but Excalibur weighed him down? I thought it was like his PRS and it wouldn't slow him down. He's a personal magic girl. He does? He does? Since when? Oh, great. This is already going to heck in a handbasket. Jeez, man. They all just woke up. They all freaking woke up now that we're near here. So he gets slowed down by Excalibur. Well, that's stupid. That's freaking stupid. Be nice if it gave you more of an indication of what your attack speed was, so I wouldn't have made that mistake. I mean, I might do that. It's annoying. No one can one-shot things, apparently. Oh, this is the same jerk with the stupid freaking javelin that I hate. Yeah, I don't think Shadow Dragon does a good job of indicating that. I mean, it probably does somewhere tell you, but I don't recall it saying. Why is Ogma so far away, man? Like, yeah, I don't need Ogma here. Yeah, when have I ever said that? Also, I love getting dulled by it, like everything. Season with Excalibur is not... You can't use Excalibur. Only Merrick and, what's his face? Wendell can use it. There's very few units can actually use that. He needs to heal, that's what he needs. Oh, it's wait, really? I thought it was unique to them. I didn't know that. That's actually news to me. That's a great level. I love that. Okay. Is it men pure F? Okay. I didn't realize it worked like that. I don't like this. This javelin guy, oh my god, I want this javelin guy to die so bad. He's so freaking stupid. Why does he exist? Merlin? Who's Merlin? You mean Merrick? I think I gotta throw someone in there. Like, this javelin guy's so annoying. Can't chip him. I can't for the life of me chip him. And I need to. But, like, no one freaking... Like, this stupid Pegs is just gonna kill whoever goes in there. Yeah, I might just sank another unit. I might just have to, because, like, this is just... I don't see a way we can survive both, like, all of these. Again, another instance where hard fight would really benefit from having, like, rescue dropping or something. Getting someone to kill them, just getting them out of there. As much as I like to throw Marth in there, as tanky as he is, he's not going to be tanky for very long. Do you see why I hate this map? You freaking see why I hate this map. Even your tanky guys still just get undone pretty quickly. And, you know, fire breathing down your neck. My favorite. My absolute favorite. Yeah, I might have just sack Doga. I don't see another way around this. Even then, I don't know if this is, like, I don't know if I can do this, because throwing Marth or Sheeta up there to kill one of these guys is also not very safe. Like, it's pretty not safe, honestly. Well, the -3 magic is a massive freaking L, honestly, in my book. Like, 3 less magic. Merrick already doesn't have great magic, and you're telling me to buckle down with even more, even less magic. Doggington. What are we? Who's Doggington? Oh, you mean like Doga? I don't see a way I can really, like, it just looks like there's a bloodbath on the way. It doesn't, like, I don't see a way I can really do this. There's too much overlapping crap. There's just too much overlapping crap. 4 units that just all overlap with each other. There's, like, no way you're... That's like 2 units dying. That's not even 1 unit dying. That's 2 units dying. Because the Peg Knight alone could easily kill someone. Just gonna throw useless garbage in there and hope it goes for the useless garbage. Pick your poison, it pretty much. But that's like, I can't keep kicking the can down the road. This guy's gotta die. Like, I cannot leave him alive. He's just insufferable. I hate him. We dodged? Okay, that's huge. That's actually really big. That's actually big. That is really freaking big, actually. That is big, but I don't know how much it matters. That's big, but I don't know. Like all it takes is like this guy and the peg to go one tap Marth. That's all it takes. Like, you think that Marth is tanky, and he is, but like when you have no HP, we aren't cooked. Well, we probably still are, but we're slightly less cooked, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just crit. The biggest problem is the fact that frickin' Ogma's way back here. You don't know how much I wish I had a dancer right now. You don't know how much I want a dancer, because Ogma can fix a lot of crap by himself that other units just can't. He can fix stuff that other units just could only dream of. Question is, do we throw a Cheetah in there, or do we throw someone else in there? Because the issue I have, should probably get Marth out of there. Yeah, but I don't have many other options. I don't have many options. I need to kill this guy, and for Marth is actually the best bet to kill the Cav. Because he's the only one that actually can one-shot him from here. If I can block off Marth, then we can maybe prevent a game over. Get out. Stupid Cav. Get out of here. Okay, he's got speed, I'll give him that. He actually might be fast enough to not get doubled now. I think he already is. Yeah, he's fast enough he won't get doubled. Which is nice. That is nice. Actually, he might be able to take one hit from these guys. Not from both, obviously. 23 minus 10, that's a lot. That's like 13, 14 damage. Yeah, so... Yeah, he can't take a hit from both. He can take a hit from one, but he can't take a hit from both. Which, ever so conveniently, he only takes it from one. As long as he doesn't crit. Yeah, we need to make sure he doesn't crit. Because if he crits, then that's kind of GG's. It's GG's if he crits. Yeah, the Cavalier does not belong in this world. How do you know? Yeah, if we can get through this enemy phase, we're probably in... We're good to go, but I don't know if we can. If we can survive this enemy phase, we're good. But I don't know if we can. So for starters, it's 11 times 2. That's not great. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think I see a way this can work. Okay, so we do this. Marth does not die. Like I said, there's no way. Because Marth would have to go and one-round one of these guys, which he's not going to do. He doesn't get doubled. He doesn't kill any of them. He's got enough defense. He does not get doubled. He takes a lot of damage, yes, but he doesn't die. And then the other thing is that now Harden is at the biggest risk right here, but we could also just put Daros right here. Because I don't believe Daros dies. No. Ugh, that's kind of nasty. I don't like that. That's kind of nasty. Again, if maybe he leveled some lock, this wouldn't be a problem. 9 damage, and we're looking at what, like 18 minus 14. He does live, I think. 9 plus 8, I think, roughly, like 9 plus 8. So assuming no crits, and that's huge. That is a huge assume, but assuming no crits. Actually, he only faces crit from this guy. Not even this guy. Darius cannot take that. What do you mean he can't take that? What are you saying? What do you mean he can't take that? Do the math. Okay, look. We're looking at 9 damage here. And then 4 times 2 damage here. That's 8. 9 plus 8, that's 17. He's got 24 HP. I understand the 1% crit, but I think it's just a risk we had to take. Like, I don't see, like, that's just something we gotta work with. That's just something we have to tolerate for right now. There's not much else I can do. I don't have much other options. Unless you're saying that there's something I'm missing, which I don't see what I'd be missing. Like, he does not die. He doesn't. Crits notwithstanding, he doesn't die. But then again, there's also this jerk that can just go, like, he can just go hit Doga. You just go poke Doga a couple times and he's dead. No, Doga doesn't die to this. Unless he gets crit, he doesn't die. Wait. Or does he? No, because if both of these guys hit, he'd have to hit here. Why not just bait with Ross? You mean Roshi? Well, I'd prefer to not lose anyone. Yeah, no, they couldn't kill. Because there's no other spot that the peg can attack him from. There's no other spot. They all have one range, so they can't do it. So yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way they can kill Daros. Like, that guy could get a crit. Yes, that is possible. That is always a possibility, but this guy can't get a crit. He like, that's the only way. That's the only way Daros dies here. It's the only way he dies. So yeah, I would say if we can just go and block off this guy from hitting Grog, then we're good. Just block off Doga and we're fine. Because I don't see, like, unless it's some weird angle I'm not seeing, it's not possible. You just well, Roshi just gets doubled. I mean, you gotta remember this thing doubles like everything. And Roshi is like 7 speed, so he's gonna get freaking obliterated. Choose human wave tactics. Let's see. Now, here's the thing. No, actually he doesn't face. I was gonna say Bars takes, he faces 2 attacks. No, he doesn't. He only faces 1. Okay. Yeah, so this should be fine. I don't see any way this could really screw up. Now we do need to get Ogma a fair bit closer because I don't like keeping him so far away. Who cares? I cares, and I'm the one playing. All right, who else do we need to move? Okay, whatever. All right, let's see what happens. Is something I'm miscalculating? I don't think so. I don't see a way. Oh, he doubles. Oh, I guess that is an armor, to be fair. Oh, nice. Okay, you didn't need to do that, but sure, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, Harden wouldn't die. No, he doesn't die. Yeah, he does a fair bit of damage, which is nice. But he does get... No, he doesn't get double. Okay, nice. And who cares what the healer does? Normally, I like to kill the healer for extra EXP. We're just that tight on time. Well, not really on time, but I mean in terms of turns. We're just that tight on turns that I wouldn't even bother with that. Alright, Cord, get the kill. See, that thing wouldn't actually one-shot the peg. That wouldn't actually one-shot the peg. It's a Steel Lance. Yeah, but I don't think you realize the Steel Lance doesn't weigh them down as much as you think. I don't actually know how much it weighs them down. That's kind of the problem. I don't know how much they're actually weighed down. Yeah, that'd be nice, because the game doesn't really display it for us. Or, well, it displays the weight, but I don't know how much that affect. Like, I don't know the attack speed formula. That's the problem. That's the issue. I don't know how that factors in. I'm probably just gonna go kill these guys as is. Yeah, wing spear this man. Like, so we have to, like, bomb rush these guys. We need to kill these guys so fast. We need to kill these guys within, like, 2 turns. Because when they start getting in reinforcements, they're gonna come in really fast. Because I think some of them are flyers, and that's really bad. We cannot wait for flyers to start, you know, like, the flyers are bad news. They're horrible news. Yeah, just freaking kill him with Mars, I don't care. I need, like... Screw weapon durability and whatnot, I need to get out of here. Oh, good dodges by Mars, man. This Mars is freaking invincible, man. Of course, I say that now, and I'm gonna get him killed in a stupid way, aren't I? What weight minus strength? Speed minus weight minus strength. Okay. That's actually pretty simple, okay. So, Harden actually has pretty decent, yeah, Harden's not slowed down, so... Okay. The problem is a lot of these pegs actually have enough strength that they're not really affected by the steel ants. Now, I don't know the exact stats for steel ants, but yeah, the thing is these pegs actually have enough strength that they offset the, they usually offset the weight. So, yeah, that if it had a speed penalty, that was only like 1 speed penalty or something. That, like I said, they're faster than you think. The Part 5 pegs are way faster than you think they are. They aren't slow. They're not slow. I promise you, they're not slow. You think they're slow, they're not. They're about as fast as they look. Like I said, these are the opposite of every 7 Hector hard mode pegs. They actually have speed. Too much of it, honestly. They have too much of it. That's the problem. I had to kill this guy in time without having the Excalibur, which is going to be a little tricky. And I do have a hammer. I do have a hammer, which is good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. I do like having a hammer, but you gotta be careful. Is 11. That's still pretty fast. That's still pretty fast. Honestly, I thought it was 13, because they barely impeded at all. They have 7 strength. This is a Protestant run. All right. Yeah, we need to kill him very fast. If I can just double him with the hammer, no, I can't, sadly. I don't know how much range they're gonna have getting on the fort. If they spawn on that fort, we're in big trouble. Like, really big trouble. Because Boris could easily die. I need to kill this guy with whatever I can. After stream. You gotta remember, in my streams, I don't update the counter live. I do it after stream. That's how I've always done it. If I can get... my healer's so far away. Actually, you know what? I can fix that. Oh, yeah, so we can actually make things a lot better. I mean, we're not really fixing things, but... Okay. He's by far the best shot I have at killing this guy in time. Okay. Now, the problem is I can't guarantee this will hit. That's the issue. Wait, why are you going to Times Square? How much does the hammer weigh? 11. And he's got 13 straight. Okay, so he doesn't really care. He's not weighed down with a hammer. That's nice. Another reason why the hammer was made for bars and not for board. I'm tempted to just go rush. I'm tempted to bum rush, but there's a voice inside me that says, no, don't freaking do it. Don't do it. It's a stupid idea. There is a voice inside me saying, nope, bad idea. I hope they don't freaking spawn something like right on this fort. If they spawn something on that fort, I am freaking screwed. I am absolutely screwed. Maybe he'll harden up and have him block. That's a lot of relatives. I don't feel too good about that. A mercenary is killing the boss with an armor slayer. True. But wait, you can't even have an armor slayer at this point, can you? I don't think you can. So that's the thing, I don't remember how the enemies spawn in. I know they spawn in pretty fast, but I don't want to risk Martha or Sheeta. They're too valuable. They're way too valuable. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't see Wendell as valuable, but or Bars, but like they're not like that powerful, you know? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just hope for the best. Hope they don't do anything too overkill. Come on, get a hammer kill, please. I'm begging you, please. How does an armor even dodge, man? What the frick does an armor dodge? Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense, man. Does not make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't freaking make sense. Like, you're this massive suit and armor. How the frick do you dodge this? Some guy running up to you with a hammer. How do you dodge? Yes, there we go. Nice. Alright. Chapter 5 done with only one death. Granted, that death was Merrick, so that really annoys me, but that does suck a lot, but like, we can bounce back from that, and if we can keep Lind alive, we'll have a pretty good mage anyway, so. It does suck that Merrick was. I would rather have been one of Harden's squad, because Harden's squad is a lot more expendable. Dark Mage Caesar will carry. No, he frickin' won't. He's got less magic than Merrick. He's not gonna carry. He'll simply get magic speed at every level. I somehow doubt that. He'll get magic like 3 times before promotion. That's it. I might be able to beat this, because chapter 6 is actually not too hard. It doesn't take too long. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Roshi, go disappear. Violent, I do want to use you. Merrick had like 3 magic. Yeah, I know, but like you said, on average, he ends up with even 3 less magic than Merrick, so that's not good. It's your millennial brother. Looks a little old to be a millennial. Looks a little bit old. Why does Harden's brother look like 30 years older than him? Why does he look so much older than him? Yeah, if it was his father, I could believe that, but like his brother? Yeah, if like that's not saying much. If Merrick's magic is really bad, saying, "Oh, he's just 3 less magic," yeah, well, having like 3 magic by level 20 isn't really good. Just try it. Well, whenever I get him, sure. I don't have him yet, though. Let's see. Gonna feel Julian. Hey, an FE1 it was 0. I mean, Wendell is fine long term. Just I would rather use him as a non-mage. My issue isn't using him; it's just using him as a mage. I don't really want to use him as a mage. Now, yeah, when you know, like on maps with armors, I probably will use him as a mage. But okay, what are we looking at? Who are we fielding? I'm gonna reclass Wyland. Yes, he's gonna be a healer with 1 magic. He's our 2nd healer. Or I guess 3rd, since, you know, we kind of have, Wendell. But Wendell's not always gonna be a staff user. He is right now. Wendell's just kind of that guy who is what you need him to be for that map, if that makes sense. It's just like, that's kind of what he does. He just is what you need him to be at that moment. He's what you need when you need him. Not much else to it. How much rescue units generally have an FE11? Not much. Not much. Like barely above 0. Barely above 0. Yeah, they don't have very good res. That's not something they typically do. Iron res is not something you usually do in Shadow Dragon. That is just not something you do. It just isn't. Now, one thing I am considering is making like a tome, fire tome forge. I'm considering it. I'm not sure if I will do it. Should I do it? I'm thinking I will. Because fire has a lot of uses. I know it's not an effective weapon, but it's actually nice to have. And I think it's actually... Let's see. They're also pretty cheap. Fire tome forges are also pretty cheap. Oh yeah, look at that. Double the might, not even 2,500. I know it's not an effective weapon, but magic is really good in Arcana games. Ready yourself to Silver Lance? Yeah, I probably will do that. I probably will. Alright, we're gonna forge ourselves a fire tome. It's gonna be very cheap, and it's gonna be nice. Now, I don't know if I'll use it immediately, but it will be nice to have, don't get me wrong. Fire tomes have a lot of uses, they're very accurate, and having it do twice as much damage is, for a low cost of 2,400, heck yes, I'm taking that. What should we name it? What should we name it? Yeah, which is why I think that forging it's actually a really good idea, because, I mean, you can double its might for very cheap. And I think that's absolutely worth it. So what to name the fire tome? I will leave it to chat to decide. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any memes today. I think it's safe to say that's just not gonna happen. I know it's unfortunate, but -1. Wait, is it actually -1 speed for me? -1 speed. Okay, fine. You know what? That is funny. It is kind of funny. -1 speed. -1 speed. -1 speed. Oh yeah, but Wendell has one more, Wendell has one more, he's got one more strength, right? He's got 3 strength. Yeah, what do you mean? It's one weight. So that's just confusing. That's gonna confuse me even more, Ryuzu. Wait, this is literally just better than Excalibur. It's literally just better than Excalibur. Okay, no, it's not better than Excalibur. It's almost as good as it, in terms of might. It's better than Thunder, though. I promise you that. It's better than Thunder. You know, we could bring Caster out of retire now. Screw it. We're not gonna do that. I'm not making him that. Since the word foreskin, I don't know. YouTube's kind of weird, I guess. Alright, Silver Lance on Harden. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I can see the weight. But isn't the Steel Sword actually not weigh Harden down? I think it actually doesn't weigh him down. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't actually weigh him down. And he's actually not even weighed down by a Steel Lance, so that's kind of nice. He's not weighed down by a Steel Lance. Darn YouTube circumcision rules. Abel doesn't need his javelin. It's mine now, bozo. You know what? Does he really need a heal staff? I don't think he does. Okay, and then Lena needs a warp, which she has. Yeah, so we will need to warp in Daros later. So, to give you an idea, what I think I've realized what you need to do. This map is actually more so about baiting the enemy out for like the first half, and then going and mopping up the mess. So, first order of business is we want to go and have Marth, or not necessarily Marth, but have someone go open this door. I don't know who's gonna actually. I guess Sheeta could do it. I don't really care. So the idea is that all this crap all these guys, they'll go charge in here. Still no. I've lost Merrick. I lost Merrick last chapter. I have these guys. They're gonna go chase me down over here. They're gonna go and attack here. We're gonna kill them. And like the thieves are gonna run off through here. They're gonna run off through here. So you want Daros just gonna block them off. They don't do much damage to Daros. They barely do any damage to Daros, but we want him to go counter them. We can just warp. In fact, I think you have to warp, but you get so many warps in this game, it doesn't matter too much. This is the only game where I don't really feel guilty about spamming warps, because it's just best sword master. Now that's Rad. Rad's still alive. Can update the counter again. I said this before, guys. I only updated the counter after stream. Didn't know that Tums had weight. I didn't think he was weighed down by his PRF. Who gives a guy a PRF that weighs him down? That doesn't make any sense. That makes literally 0 sense. That never happens. No one gets dull. No one gets weighed down by a PRF. That just doesn't happen. Unless your name is Elliowood and you have the frickin' Durandal, but we don't talk about that. You can burn a warp chapter and still have plenty left over. And worst comes to worst, you can always just hammer him. And that has like 7 uses in this game, so, you know. You can, in theory, get like 50 warps in a game of Shadow Dragon. It's kind of ridiculous. Many people are who's weighed down by their personal weapon? Tell me. How many people are weighed down by their personals? Who is being weighed down by personals? Also lame. FE7 is FE7, man. Look, they didn't know what they're doing when they designed that. She gets weighed down by the wing spear? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Let's verify that. Let's verify that. I don't believe it. Okay. Does she? 4 weight. Her base strength, I think, is 4, so no. Has -1 speed promoted without a body ring using the Sigmund. He does? I find that really hard to believe. Her base strength is 3 or 4. You might be right. I feel like it's 4. I think she's only gotten 1 point of strength so far, so I think she starts with 4, so she has just enough. She has enough strength, I think. Yeah, so she actually has enough. She actually has enough. So that's the kind of the point. We're trying to just bait these guys out. Now, I don't know if I'll finish this map today, but I will certainly work on it. Actually, I probably won't finish it. 30 minutes is not enough. But I can probably get a fair bit in. I could use a save point if I want to. Let's see. Open the gate. Her base strength is 5. Really? Ah, so they actually lowered it. Unfortunately, no Ricardo fun in this game, sadly. Excalibur isn't a pure. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's not a PRF. It feels like a PRF because I think it was a PRF in an earlier installment, but it's not anymore. So it's confusing me. I'm used to it being a PRF. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, we want to kind of bait these guys. Attacking the hallway, I learned, and one of my earliest playthroughs of Hardfire, I learned attacking the hallway is just a stupid idea. Don't do it. Like, you're gonna lose someone. More likely than not. You're gonna lose someone. You can't do it. But there's no real reason to rush, because you don't need to rush. The thieves, you can just choke on, like, this little tile, and, you know, problem solved. Like, there's no reason to go and act like you need to rush. There's no reason. This map is actually pretty chill compared to Chapter 5. Which Deku's, yeah. Majora's Mask. Wait, have you never played Majora's Mask before? Can't wait for Ogma to get his Armor Slayer. I think there's an Armor Slayer on this map, but just not... I don't have it yet. Has 15 base speed? He does? In FP1? It's kind of wild, man. Kind of wild. Not gonna lie. It's kind of wild. Okay, so, yeah. Let's take things slow and chill. Like I said, this map is actually kind of fun. It's not really that bad. Now, that probably means that chat's gonna hate it, because they're like, no bloodshed here. This is bad. I don't like this. I don't like actually kind of chill maps. Way down by light, Brent. He does? Actually, I think you might be right. I think I do recall something like that. Was nerfed by 4? I'm assuming is it what you're trying to say? 5? Not... Wow. I guess, in all fairness, 15 is pretty excessive. But then again, 10 is probably going to get him doubled in hard 5. So I don't know why they changed that. Okay, so yeah, let's just go take this guy out. Shouldn't be too hard. Seraph Robe. Nice. Alright, Barth level. Not Barth. Barst. Okay, nice. You're not Barth. Although I guess you kind of could make him into Barth if you go and reclass him into armor. Okay. So this thief's trying to run away. I could warp Doga. Or not Doga. Daros. Doga would not really cook that well, would he? 20 damage. Yeah, this guy is what Cord is made for. Cord is literally made to deal with this guy. Just at a range, though. Yeah, look at this guy. Okay, we will need to bury him up. I will say this is one of Cord's problems. He doesn't have the highest of HP. I will admit that. But like, look at how well he does against mages. Like, he just freaking deletes them. He doesn't care. He can end-face these guys. He eats these guys for breakfast. He doesn't care. He eats them for breakfast, I promise. Just barrier and we're good. Oh, the 3DS remake sucks. Don't play it. If you're gonna play Majora's Mask, play the N64 version. Don't play the remake. The remake is awful. If anything, honestly, they should remake Majora's Mask, not Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time 3D is actually a pretty good remake. Majora's Mask 3D just tries to reinvent the wheel, and honestly, half the time it just makes changes that just make the game worse. It was literally made by people that have not beaten the original Majora's Mask. I don't know why they tasked those people with making the game. I don't know. If those people could not be the original, they should not be making the remake. If you can't beat the original game, you should not be on the team making the remake. Because you clearly didn't understand the game. I'm not saying it's an insult, but it's just like, I don't know, man. If you had some guys who don't know anything about engineering, would you want them making a car? You probably wouldn't. Would you want someone operating on you for a medical procedure if they don't know anything about if they don't know anything about medicine? They don't know anything about, if they haven't been to med school. I don't think you'd want someone like that operating on you. Now, I know those are more dramatic examples, but my point being is, like, if they don't know what makes it work, then they shouldn't be making the game's remake. If they want to make their own Zelda game, you know, if they want to work on a new Zelda game, that's fine. Like, but I don't think they should be trying to make something that they don't understand. It's invalid. It's been ages since I played that one. So the 14 offense, that means that this guy does like 1 times 2 damage to him. So yeah, I'm not too concerned. Was to try to make it to people who don't enjoy the original to fix its flaws. Yeah, I don't think that really does favors. You can fix the game's flaws while not ruining it. Like for example, I want to ask a question. For anyone who's played the 3DS version, how did it fix the flaws by making Zora swimming just worse? Like, it's not like it wasn't a compromise. It was literally, it just made the game worse. There's no benefit to making Zora swimming worse and dependent on magic. There's literally nothing. You can't say like, oh, but at least there's like, there's some decisions you can say like, okay, I understand why they did it. I don't approve of it, but I can at least understand why that. Literally, why do you make Zora swimming worse? There's literally no benefit to making it worse. It literally just, it didn't need to be nerfed. It wasn't breaking the game or anything. You just decided for some reason it needs to just, players need to suffer instead of enjoy swimming. Like what? I don't understand. Wasn't Zora swimming in itself a response to Ocarina of Time's slow swimming? They're like, okay, in water Link is really slow, so let's make him actually kind of fast in the sequel. And then the remake of the sequel, they're like, no, actually make his swimming suck. Like, it makes zero sense. I genuinely want to know what the remake team's idea was on that. Like, what were they smoking when they thought that was a good idea? Like, genuinely, what logic did they follow to think that is actually better? Like, yeah, I know they moved like the stone mask location and stuff like that, and yeah, I can see why they did that. I understand why they did what they did. But like I said, there's some changes. It's like, okay, well, why? Like, how does this benefit anyone? All it does is make the people that played the original just be like, okay, the original just did better. That's what I don't like, is that we did not. There were better things, and this other game just kind of ruined it. I wish Boris was a little bit closer, but okay, whatever. You know, like, we'll live with it. I thought it said like crit was too fun. We need to follow our best buddy Maida's advice to make it worse. Yeah, it's like they consulted Maida for it. It's like, okay, man, how would you make this game worse? Make the swimming suck for no reason at all. That's a great idea. Does he have a gem? No, he doesn't. Okay, so this part's always a little tricky, but it's not usually the end of the world. It's usually something you can do. Trying to figure out how to do this. Harden with the Silver Lance might be the key. Yeah, he's not doubling the steel bill, that's for sure. Silver Lance, a little bit excessive. Although, yeah, it doesn't kill, so I don't really want to do that. How would Sheeta do? Not quite enough is the problem. It kind of does feel like he was the head developer for it, because a lot of the decisions feel like something that Maida would do. And yes, that's correct. Oh, he's a one-shot. Okay, nice. Good job. Good job, Wendell. Based Wendell. Common Wendell W. Like, extremely common Wendell W. Not even common Wendell, just the ultra common Wendell W. Yeah, I might just go shoot this guy. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about the archer. That guy is gonna be kind of annoying, but I'll need to figure out something, because... Oh, yeah, we need to kill, like, all 3 of these guys. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be kind of rough. I don't know if we have the capabilities to do that. I mean, Marth can sort of do stuff. Yeah, probably. I mean, I could see that. I could see that. Maybe we can kill this guy with the killing edge? I don't know. It's worth a shot. Doesn't hurt to try, does it? Eh. Oh well. I'm sure we'll figure out something. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. I think one of those cats is the Silverlance, I think, which is kind of scary. Because, yeah, Silverlance is kind of nasty. Yeah, this guy's got a Silverlance. He's a scary guy. He's a scary man. I don't really want to deal with him. Do we survive that guy? I don't know if we do. 26 minus 7. I think we do. I'm not 100% certain, though. I wish we could actually reach that guy. That'd be nice. If we could set up a kill on that guy, that'd be great. Like, that'd be fantastic. Ah, man, my guys are just not placed in the right spot, are they? I could warp if I wanted to. You know, I might just do that. I don't really want to, but I could. I could do it. I could. I can hit one of these. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is the... I think I placed my guys in a bit of a janky spot. Which is gonna get them in a bit of trouble. Honestly, yeah, maybe using 2 warps on this map, it might be worth it. I know normally I'd be like, well, man, that seems a little frickin' scuffed, but it might be worth it. Better than losing another unit, I would say. 17 damage. That's, yeah, we need to do 17 to this guy. We need to do 17, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that. Because I know you do 14. If we can hit with Sheeta, we can make it work. Now, the issue I have is that I don't really want to do that. Because I don't really want Jagan to just die, you know? Or anyone, for that matter. If I can hit with the Javelin, which is a big if, I understand. It is a big if. If I can hit with it, though, I could almost certainly kill this guy with Harden. On the one hand, I don't want Jagan to die. On the other hand, it's freaking Jagan. Who cares? Like, if he dies, kind of like it was kind of his time to go, wasn't it? Oh dang! All right, Jagan does not want to die. Jagan's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna die, man. Jagan does not want to. Jagan refuses, man. Jagan's like, no. I may be old, but I'm not. I'm not. My time is not yet. He could still die to a crit here, but I don't know, man. Hey guys, you know what would be a fun idea if we just nerfed everything and added reclassing and forges as compensation, and then made a difficulty where all the enemies are buffed to oblivion for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what the joke is. I don't think I get it. I think you kind of missed on that one. But yeah, I think this map is actually a lot more fun when you play it like this. You play it like where you're trying to like rush the hallway, it's not fun. If you play it like this, it's actually pretty fun. It feels a lot more like FE6 hard mode or something. Like it feels like it's fair, but it's still kind of tricky. Wait, is he dead? Oh crap! I think he might be dead. Are you kidding me? Ah! Really? Ah! Stupid! I didn't realize the archer was right there. Dumb archers. I freaking hate archers, man. Always gotta ruin everything. Your stupid freaking archery. Get out of here. I'm back. Right as I die, he shows up. I thought I wasn't in range. That's what annoys me. FE12 prevented. Dang it. Now this run's invalid now. I can't win this run. The stream is scuffing the run so hard, man. This guy gotta be so freaking tanky. Just a random cav, and he's just gonna be so freaking annoying. No, don't dodge! Don't freaking dodge! Like, add insult enough to me. You just killed me, and now you gotta go dodge on my grave. Yeah, Merrick died. Yeah, no, Merrick died. Unfortunately. Watch her miss and then die. Great, now I need to get him out of the way. Oh, they're enjoyable, but they're not fun to play. They're enjoyable to watch, they're not fun to play, though. That's the problem. Like, I'm not gonna argue that they're boring. They're not boring. They kind of suck to play, though. Well, I can just trap this guy. I can just trap... Why didn't Jagan die, man? I wanted Jagan to die. I don't care about Jagan. Like, if he frickin' croaks, it's like, it's whatever, man. He's not gonna get any better. He's not gonna become any better later on. Wow, thanks. I'm so glad I'm eating blind cloves on my healer with like 3 magic. That's really nice. Amazing. Thanks, game. Torrent doubled as easily. Yeah, but I don't know how long. Well, I guess since Horton's dead, I guess I gotta use him. At least a little bit longer. Oh, they don't want to attack me, huh? You don't want to attack me. Too bad, I will attack you. They'll probably get a level or two here against all these thieves. Of course he's gonna dodge. Okay. Alright, soften this man up. Bro! Bro, stop sending in memes. I don't even have that much time to review memes. Marth may unironically be one of my best units again because everyone else is dying. Everyone else dies and I guess Marth just wins by default. I'm kidding. Thank God. I'll probably end it once I kill the thieves. That shouldn't take too long. Killing the thieves should not take too long. You know what? Let's give Julian a kill. Why not? Wow, that doesn't even give him that much. Doesn't even give him that much speed. Or not much EXP. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Not much speed? It doesn't give him any speed. See, look at this guy. He's like, nah, he can't hit. He can't do anything. Defense. I mean, hey, getting defense. I would like some luck, though. He's actually lowering defense like the most consistently out of any daughters I've ever had. Which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I do like getting defense. I'm not saying no to getting defense. I'm never going to say no to getting defense on him. But... also, it'd be nice if you get two-shot, because you can't. But hey, maybe we'll get to level 8 off this, which would be nice. But yeah, I would really like some luck now. You think with whatchamacallit? You think with the dynamic growth, you'd start leveling luck. Seraphro. That's probably going to Marth. Probably. Because Marth is already pretty tanky. Imagine if he had HP. I mean, like, hey, I'm always going to field him. And he's probably one of my best units now, so I might as well. Luck? Okay, you got luck. Good. Good job. You got luck. Nice. That's not going to be useful at all. Never mind. It's not fate, so it will be. Oh, really? Do I do season 2 next time? Do I just do season 2 next time? Do I just do season 2? Do I just do season 2 at this rate? Like, losing Merrick and Harden, that's one thing, but this game loves sneaking armor slayers on, like, everything, I swear. This game is just like, oh, here's a guy with an armor slayer for some reason. Just in case you happen to be using an armor. Just in case you happen to be using an armor, we're just gonna make sure that there's gonna be an armor slayer that sneaks in. Because, of course, there will be an armor slayer. That is a promise. Continue the run. It's just gonna be a bunch of suffering. It's not gonna be, like, it's not gonna go on much further, and it's just gonna be exponentially more suffering. Darius doesn't suck. You don't know what you're talking about. He was doing just fine. He was doing just fine until this idiot with an armor slayer walked up to him. Any other armor would have died to that too. Literally any other armor would have died to that. And if you disagree, you're on copium. If you disagree, you're on pure copium. I was hoping I'd make it a little bit further, and honestly I could have, but, like, honestly, this just isn't really going too well. Because, I mean, look, I can't even replace Darius with frickin' what's his face now? Wait, Excalibur slows Merrick down? Always did, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah, because the thing is, like, I'm not gonna win the run, Cosmos. I'm not gonna win the run. Like, there's no way with what I have I can win the run. Not with my expertise of the game. Yeah, someone who's better at the game probably could. I can't. Like, I can... Even when I have a good run, I still can't make it any further than, like, Chapter 13, so, like, I don't... it's just a waste of my time at that point. Yeah, blank level. I mean, then again, I don't really want the next stream to be the exact same as last stream, but... That's just kind of how it goes. Just kind of how it goes, unfortunately. I really did not see that... I saw the armor slayer and I didn't think anything of it. I saw the armor slayer back here and I was like, you know, I should have just said, nope, you're not going any further. I just wasn't thinking, I guess. I was not thinking. I saw it over here and I was like, huh, he's got an armor slayer. That's going to be nice to have. And I didn't realize, no, I should just block him off. Because I could have just blocked him off with Kane. I could have just blocked him off and killed him. And that's what I should have done, but I didn't. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll start Season 2 next time or something, I don't know.